Yeah, well, it's actually interesting when you look at this particular match with Real Madrid and Marseille. Uh, Obviously, for one thing, there is the comparisons to a certain CR7 in terms of penalty taking skills and Kylian Mbappe. But yeah, one thing I can say is that whenever it gets towards the World Cup season or when it's the season before the World Cup, you'd often find that Mbappe actually starts to get into a certain playing form, which causes him to take off into the latter part of the season leading up to the World Cup. He does that quite a lot. If quite a few people have actually noticed. But essentially, this match was also quite good. Obviously, I was a bit disappointed with the fact that Real couldn't really score from open play. But then again, props to Mbappe. I mean, with that one almost particular goal where he basically had a bicycle kick effort to score and he missed. And his performances were quite good in this game too. I mean, and congratulations to him as well, getting his 50th goal for Real Madrid. That's quite a short time too, which is really impressive. Um, but I must say, I mean, you'd have to give them credit too, because with the types of signings they've made, especially in the last transfer window, you could clearly see they mean business going into the season. With the likes of Timothy Weah, um, what's this guy's name? Keep his Mason Greenwood, yeah, and a couple of others too. You could clearly see that they really mean business, especially with the French league and with the Champions League. But ultimately, what really got Real to win this game was Mbappe's foot, which is quite strange because it's like the decline of Vinicius has all of a suddenly seen the rise of Mbappe. So, what are we trying to say? Is it like slow? Are we trying to say like slowly that the team is becoming more of Mbappe's team over Vinicius? I mean, there's a lot to say in that. 'Cause, yeah, but then also there were also good plays made by others like Adagula, and I think for Real, if they want to make a statement in this season's Champions League, they need to find a way to get the best out of the other players too as well. Um, which would mean that certain players like Vinicius, Rodrigo would have to up their levels too. But yeah, so far it's been quite interesting with these past couple of games. Um, Generally, I expect Real Madrid to pick up form as the matches come along and as the season goes on. And obviously, they do this quite a bit where they start out really slow and they progress and grow into putting out really classic performances. So, yeah. One other thing which I could say could also contribute to Mbappe's recent performances is maybe his haircut, but that's just some flimsy excuse to give. Um, but yeah, if he maintains his current form of play going into the rest of the season, and he puts up more goals and creates more chances for his teammates too as well. It is possible. You never know. He might put out Ballon d'Or type performances, which could lead to him winning. Again, that depends also on what like France does at the World Cup next year. But yeah, it's nice to see that he's getting back into his old form of scoring goals. And I mean, he was already doing that before, but like, you know what I mean, in terms of like him being prolific to the levels that he had in years like 2018, 2019, 2017, and especially doing this with Real Madrid of all teams too. where obviously his idol CR7, that's Cristiano Ronaldo, played in. So it's like he's just following in that trajectory and those footsteps to really deliver. So it will be interesting to see how Mbappe and Real do this season in this season's Champions League.